A parent, right? If you're a parent, you got a child. If your child don't listen to you, what do you do to that child? Look, he looked right at you, said. What happened? It's all right, because I know what happened to me when I was growing up. I got tore up. You get a whooping. Guess what God whooping to his people is? Because we are the children of God, right? I know you believe that. We're the children of God, right? So what happened to the children of God when they disobeyed God? What you think will happen to them? What's your name?
Solstice.
Solstice? Back me up. My name is Zebediah, all right? So the sister was amazed at this sound right here. I want you to see this sound. I ain't gonna be up here too long, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. All right, so right here you see the man-made religions that we follow today. Y'all familiar with these religions right here? I want you to take a picture on your phone. I want you to pay attention, my brother. Because right here we have the Baptist religion, which a lot of black people was raised in, right? Myself, my grandma was a Baptist. My mama then was a Baptist. So when they raised me up, guess where I went? To the Baptist church. What? And then guess what? We got Mormonism. This religion right here, they say that to have black skin is a curse. And you still see black people running around saying they Mormons. And it was started by who? Joseph Smith. What year is this? 1830. Where were black people in 1830?
Bring it out.
We were what? So wait a minute. Where were black people in 1608? Where were black people in 1863? We was fighting the war, trying to get out of slavery. Right here, we just got out of slavery, right? Right here, we just got out of slavery. What was going on with us? Who heard of the KKK? Who heard of black codes? Who heard of all these things and gentrification? Who heard of these things? Who heard of Jim Crow? These religions are from the same people that put those things on our forefathers. That put us to death, that said, love all. Love all people, love everybody. We should all hold hands and hug each other. Did they hold Sonia Massey hand? Did they hold George Floyd hand? Did they hold Kendrick Johnson hand? Did they hold Trayvon Martin hand? Did they hold Tamir Rice hand? No, they didn't. You know why they didn't hold our hand? Because they know that they are our enemies. We the ones forgot who the real enemies are. We think it's the BD and the GD and each other. But according to the Bible, our real enemies would do this thing to us. And I'm going to show you right here in the Bible. Deuteronomy 28. Read that.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 2, verse 64. Bring it out.
Right here, we about to read the Bible. Deuteronomy 28. If you got a Bible app, put it up on your phone. Follow along so you can see we're not making this up. We're getting this straight out of the book. Y'all believe in the Bible, right? We was raised on the Bible, like I just asked. We was raised in these denominations. But you know who taught us the book? The slave master.
That's right.
Your slave master is never going to teach you no truth. But guess who is? God is. Read.
Right. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So that's what he was going over with you. Don't go nowhere. Don't put the headphones in and play the music. You got to learn. So God said he would scatter us among all people. What race of people is scattered among everybody? During this transatlantic slave trade, right here on this sign. I want y'all to look at this sign right here. What nation of people was scattered throughout the whole earth? We were scattered throughout Africa. We were scattered throughout Asia. We were scattered throughout Europe. We were scattered throughout the Americas, South America, North America. What race of people went through that and what people did it to them? Because the Bible said that we will be scattered among all nations by a particular group of people. Read.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Because we all say, oh, we come from Africa. You know, some of us know that we was here before the white man came, but majority of us say what? We come from Africa, correct? So God said we would come from a far country this man would take us to. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And then what would you do when you get to America?
Thou shalt serve other gods.
Wait a minute. What is this sign showing us? The prophecy is true. The Bible is real. God said that when we got to America, we would serve other gods. Read on.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Wait a minute. Who is this on the right here? Who is this?
Bring it up.
Did our forefathers worship this before slavery? Did our forefathers pray to this white man before slavery?
Bring it
Your forefathers acknowledged this man before slavery. My question to you, my brother, did it happen? Were we acknowledging Jesus to be a white or Caucasian man? We were not. We knew he was black. Like the brother just said, we knew he was black. We knew that everything in the Bible pertained to us. But what happened is they took the Bible, they took our records, and they retaught it to us. Because the prophecy said they would. Verse 48, read.
Verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemy.
So here's God saying it again. Therefore, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you shall serve your enemies. Because when you examine all the races on the earth, they still follow their God. We are the only people that are assimilating to other people's gods. Examine yourself. How are we serving in the Baptist religion back on the other side? How are we in the Baptist religion? How did we get here? Due to slavery. It got beat in your back. How did we get to the Mormon religion, the Seventh-day Adventist religion, Jehovah's Witness? It got beat in your back. How did we get to Islam, like our brothers in Africa? Because who was over there conquering Africa before the white man? The Arab man. Guess what they did? They beat it in your back. How did our people get into Buddhism? How did our people get into all these astrologies and all these stars and all this other foolishness? They learned it from other people. How you doing, young man? Hold on real quick. Read.
Therefore, shalt thou serve thine enemy.
So he said, because we disobeyed God's laws, rules, and regulations in the Bible, he said, I'm going to make sure you as a race serve your enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Did he say that they came on their own will, or who sent them against us? Who sent these people against us? God sent them against us. Just like a parent, right? If you're a parent, you got a child. If your child don't listen to you, what do you do to that child? Look, he looked right at you, said. What happened? It's all right, because I know what happened to me when I was growing up. I got tore up. You get a whooping. Guess what God whooping to his people is? Because we are the children of God, right? I know you believe that. We're the children of God, right? So what happened to the children of God when they disobeyed God? What you think would happen to them? They would get a whooping. Now, how would God, who's all-powerful, be able to show his power to his people and whoop his children? Look at these images right here. This was the whooping that God gave to his children. It's called slavery. This was the whooping God gave to his children. It's called serving other gods. Serving other ideologies. We was never meant to be in any of these ideologies or religion. We was only supposed to serve the one true God and keep his rules. Just like your parent, they give you rules. Now read on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So the Lord sent them against us. Y'all hear me? Watch this.
In hunger.
When you want something to eat, where you go to get some food? What's your favorite place to eat? What's your favorite place to eat?
Big Shark.
He said, big sharks. Big sharks right here. Ooh, big shark. Do we own big sharks?
Break it out.
No. Do we own the farm that they get their chicken from? How about the place where they make the chicken at, and the warehouse where they put the chickens together and all that stuff and gird them up? We own any of that? So who does this apply to? What race of people has to go through that? We don't have kosher meals, but those people that's claiming to be you, the Jews, they got make sure that their food is kosher, meaning ain't no pork in it. We go off for labels, meaning you can't even really prove that your food that you eat don't have the ingredients in it that you don't want to be in it. Because you have to trust a label on the paper. And it said, oh, 100% beef. That's a curse. We're the only race of people that have to depend on another race of people to feed us. You don't see nothing wrong with that? The Asians can feed themselves. The Chinese can feed themselves.
That's right.
The Arabs can feed themselves. They cut lambs up and chill them up and grill them, all type of stuff. Where did the black man got to go to? We got to go to the enemy. Read on.
That's right.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. Wait a minute. Who drink right here? Who drink water? Who drink wine? Who drink anything? Who do you got to go to get those drinks? Huh? You got to go to white people. You got to go to the grocery store, the airman-owned stores like this, the gas stations and things like that. You got to go to your enemies just to drink some water.
That's right.
So wait a minute. Do we have any power here?
Break it out.
God is telling us if we disobey his commandments, he will break us down as a nation to where we won't have no power in our hands. Read on. It's going to say it.
And in nakedness, and in want of all things.
I want y'all to think of something that we don't have to go to no other race for. You're on. Somebody tell me something. Think.
Bring it out.
You say weed, you gotta go to the other nations for weed.
Bring it out.
You gotta go to them. You gotta go to people that sacrifice their hair to get their hair. When God said you got the pure wool.
That's right.
You know you got the hair like God.
That's right.
You was made in the image of the black man. The black man was made in the image of God. Guess what? We got God hair on our hair. You see that pure wool you got? That's the hair God got.
That's right.
That's the hair God got. Hold on before y'all leave. I want y'all to hear this. Read.
And in one of all things.
So you see how y'all couldn't give me no answer? I asked y'all, name me anything that we got on our own. I got no answers, which proves that we are the biblical Jews in the Bible. Because the real Jews would not have no mic in their hand where they have to go to their enemies for everything that they need. You want a job, you got to go to your enemies. You want a car, you got to go to your enemies. You want a driver's license, you got to go to your enemies. You want a death certificate, a birth certificate, guess who you got to go to? Your enemies. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
What's this right here? What you see on this neck? What is this? What is this? A yoke of iron. That yoke of iron, God said he would do that to what people? What did God call these people? The Israelites. That's what happened to the Israelites in the Bible.
Right.
Has the so-called Jewish man, have you ever seen him with yokes of iron on his neck? Like you seen black people in 12 years of slavery. In roots. Have you ever seen him go through any of those things? So what's going on? They lying to us. The Israelites in Egypt were the same Israelites I'm looking at right now.
That's right.
We was the ones that was enslaved in Egypt. They had us as slaves in ancient Egypt. So when you run around, oh, I'm Hope Church, oh, I'm an Egyptian queen, I'm an Egyptian king. Those were our ancient slave masters. They no different from the white and the Arab man and the Chinese man. They all oppressed us. Guess what? Back in ancient Egypt, it was Sonia Masties going on. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Now look at the black race today. Are we destroyed?
Bring it out.
Are we destroyed as a people? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Look, no, you don't. What's your nationality? What's your nationality?
My nationality is African and German.
African and German. What's your nationality?
I said African.
African. What's your nationality, my brother? What's your name? What's your name? Lamar? Damari? What's your nationality? African American. What's your nationality, sister? African American. Read it again.
Therefore,
So if y'all ever wondered why the white man took the chains off of our necks after 1865, let's read why.
therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
What that part said?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Read it from the top. He shall put what?
A yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So what happened? It said he will put this yoke of iron on our neck. That's called chattel slavery. 1619, we came over here in slave chains. We was walking all over the place, getting whipped, getting beat. But what happened?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Why did he take the yokes of iron off our necks? Why did he take them off our necks? Because we destroyed as a people.
That's right.
You're looking at a destroyed race of people who, when you ask them that identity, guess what? They don't know no more.
Right.
I don't know who I am no more. Just like in the movie, when they was beating him on the back, he was like, no, my name is Toby. He said, say your name is Toby. He said, no, I'm Kuta. He said, no, Toby. He said, no, I'm Kuta. He said, Toby. Then he finally gave in and said his name was Toby. And guess what? What did he stop doing? He stopped beating them. Guess what happened to us? We gave in to the ideology that we was African Americans, that we was Negroes. That, oh, I'm just a nigga. I'm just a no good nigga. That's what we gave in to. So guess what now? They allow us to kill ourselves with our own rap music. They allow us to kill ourselves with our own grocery stores where we eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. You know they still a catfish special up in there. You better not eat that thing.
That's right.
That thing gonna kill you. You know the catfish eat everything that's disgusting in the ocean. It's a bottom feeder. It's like a roach.
Bring it out.
It's like a garbage disposal, like a pig. But you know what they push on us? They put the big fat catfish special dinner right on the wall. Wow! You know why they do that? Because if you continue to sin, they will continue to rule over you as a race of people.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example.